Sketches of life. Peeping Dale, pornography expert. The scene is in a courtroom for a divorce trial. Our genial friend Peeping Dale is on the witness stand, testifying as an expert. The matter is between Phil and Emily Christopher. He is being questioned by the husband's lawyer. Husband's lawyer says, "Please state your name and profession for the record." "Yes, I'm Dale Schmidt. I'm a junior high math teacher at Sharp Valley Junior High School." The husband's lawyer says, "Mr. Schmidt, you've been retained as an expert on pornography and pornography addiction. Please state your qualifications." "I have a master's degree in pornography addiction from Spandrell Online University. I've published 12 articles on pornography addiction in various reputable academic journals covering the topic, and I've testified in over 100 divorce matters for both husband and wife. I teach a course on internet pornography at the Avondale Community Learning Center. Further, I'm a consultant for the International Gangbang Verification Association." "What was that last one?" husband's lawyer asks. "The IGVA is the governing body for all male and female gangbang records verification. Every time a performer claims a record or announces a legitimate attempt, the IGVA audits them for accuracy. I'm one of their auditors during the summer months when I'm not teaching." "And, in your expert opinion, Mr. Schmidt, is Mr. Christopher addicted to pornography?" Dale pauses for a second, then says, "No, he's not addicted to pornography." "And what are you basing your opinion on?" When I interviewed Dale about his pornography viewing habits, I was very unimpressed. He has never had any incidents of porn use occur outside of his home. This is pathetic. Further, he seemed completely clueless on how to properly use available technology for the consumption of available pornography. The only thing he's culpable of is a little carelessness with using the standard tried and true techniques for viewing pornography on the only device he seems creative enough to find for this use, his home computer. The husband's lawyer asks, "But in the course of interviewing him, is it possible that he was just lying about his use of pornography, telling you he's never used anything other than his home computer?" "No. I examined his tablet device, his smartphone, and his laptop. All I found was a pedestrian number of X-rated websites on his laptop, a few more as well on the home computer which he shares with his wife. I've even checked his cable setup. He's ordered a couple of pay-per-view pornography movies." "Well, I'm certainly not the expert, that's why I've retained you, but when he's using the same computer that his wife uses, my first guess would be that that's a problem, and also if he's ordering things off of the cable system, which his wife can also be exposed to, that seems like a problem from my point of view. What am I missing?" "The problem," Dale responds, "is that in my experience, most men who are addicted to pornography would never buy pornography in this day and age unless they were over a certain age. That is based on demographic trends of technology. Paying for such widespread, widely available pornography is just stupid. If you were addicted to pornography and you were paying for it, you would have a significant number of unexplained money disappearances from the family funds. I was not able to go in depth on the Christopher's finances, but I was able to make some examinations, and from my point of view, it's clear that he bought, on average, a maximum of 2 pornos a month from his cable provider and downloaded various images or viewed images or streaming videos off of the family computer's internet browser every couple of days at the most, and even then it was light use." Is there anything else? The lawyer asks. Certainly. Forensic searches of all of these mobile devices again showed paltry visits to porno sites and no use of so-called private browsing options that most web browsers offer and that most men who are computer savvy are able to use to hide their browsing habits from a spouse or girlfriend. Objection, wife's lawyer says. What do you mean private browsing? The judge intervenes. You have provided no legal basis for this objection. Yes, but he still has to explain how to use the private browsing function, the wife's lawyer states. Sustained. Mr. Schmidt, would you please tell us how to use this private browsing function? What the hell are you doing? Emily whispers to her lawyer. Lawyer responds, if he can't answer, we can undermine his credibility. Emily responds, are you out of your effing mind? Dale begins to explain. On all main internet browsers that you can use on your computer, when you go into the menu of options, you can look for a mechanism by which no website history will be recorded when the browser is in use. This goes by various names, such as private browsing, nanny browsing, history removal browsing, and the like. Some are called incognito. There are any number of very clearly implied means by which you can set this up, and once you begin surfing, no trace of what you are doing follows you as you move from website to website. And every time you close out of the browser at the end of the day, the next time you open the browser, it will be as though you never visited any particular site. There is no record of it whatsoever. That's all the questions I have for now, husband's lawyer says. Your witness, judge says. The wife's lawyer stands, stretches out, approaches Mr. Schmidt, and begins to speak importantly to him. Mr. Schmidt, you said that Mr. Christopher did not know how to use his tablet to properly consume pornography. In your expert opinion, so you claim, what ways would a pornography addict use to consume pornographic materials on his tablet? Objection, Emily says, getting up from their chair. You're not a lawyer, the judge says. Overruled. Mr. Schmidt, please continue. As Dale leans into the microphone, every male in the courtroom is leaning forward to hear what he has to say. A few guys in the audience and in the jury are getting ready to take notes or have their tablet out to begin typing away or following instructions. Dale begins to speak. First, if you're a busy guy who needs porn all the time, a subscription to Tumblr is a must. This is a social site where people share everything, including pornography. Mr. Christopher was completely unaware of this option. Second, to blend your porn with other tablet uses, Flipboard is an app that allows you to get your Tumblr feed distributed in a magazine stand style news feed in addition to every other news feed you may have. So you may first check the business news, then flip over to check the sports news, then flip over to check the pornography news, if you will, merely by swiping your finger from one page to the next. A visual aid would be more useful, but for decency, we will not be demonstrating this in the courtroom. Wife's lawyer interjects. I have Flipboard. You mean to tell me you can sync that with porno? No way. Your Honor, I need to speak with my lawyer, Emily says. We will let the witness finish answering this question, and then Your lawyer will be excused to speak to you. Dale continues. In short, Mr. Christopher had no idea how to use modern mobile technology to consume pornographic material the way an ordinary man under the age of 45 would do so at this stage of the 20th century, although he does now. No more questions, wife's lawyer says. Then quietly he leans into Dale. Do you have a business card? I have a few more things I'd kind of like to ask you when this is over. Wife's lawyer then goes back to the table. What the hell was that? Dale then leaves the witness stand and goes to sit down on one of the benches behind the husband's side of the aisle. As the trial proceeds, another man, a couple of rows away, approaches Dale with a tablet in hand and says very quietly, Can you show me that thing you were talking about? Scene. Recorded May 13th, 2013.